Hey guys, it's me again, Vincent. Let's pick up where we left off from Hercules. Now, do you remember Hercules killing his family? I mean, that was nuts, right? Now, so he went to the Oracle of Delphi again, and then the Oracle told him the same old advice he'd been hearing for days. Go to Eurystheus, and serve him by doing 10 great tasks of whatever he pleases. So Hercules went. Not that he had any choice, actually. Eurystheus now was a very greedy person, and he would do anything to keep himself in power. So Eurystheus had this very bright idea of he's very eager to kill Hercules. So he was like, I'm gonna make all his tasks so difficult, he's gonna die. And yeah, he's the labor conductor. Now, I'm just gonna talk about 3 of them. There's supposed to be 10, but the second one and the 6th one, Eurystheus said, nope, they don't count, so they ballooned into 12. Now, the first one, the Nemean lion. Oops, I forgot to write an N there. Now, what's so special about an old lion? Okay, there are no lions in Greece anymore. But this one is like magic. Of course it's magic, because his quests are supposed to be hard. So, Hercules didn't know. He's gonna find out. And you're gonna find out why this is so special. Now, Hercules went there, and using his bow and arrow, he shot at the Nemean lion, at his neck. It should have destroyed him. It should have destroyed his jugular and killed him instantly. But it just shattered. As soon as it connected to the Nemean lion's skin, it just shattered. And the lion, the only thing Hercules did was expose himself to the enemy. And now, that's war talk, and it's something, and you can just say it's a bad idea. So Hercules shot everywhere, hoping to find a weak spot. So Hercules drew his sword, and then and then with great force, he severed the Nemean lion's neck. Just kidding, no, he couldn't. The Nemean lion, by now he found out, the Nemean lion had unpierceable skin. Now that he found out, and his sword was broken, he decided to just do what he liked to do best. Punch people in the face. The Nemean lion roared at him, and Hercules roared back and punched him in the face. The Nemean lion ran away. But remember, he has to kill it. Hercules has to kill it. And now, what he has to do, Hercules chased after it. But he's a smart person, actually. So he thought that if he was a lion, he would choose a cave with 2 different entrances so that he wouldn't be stuck. So he went inside the Nemean lion's cave, and then, since nothing seemed to get through his hide, he decided to choke the Nemean lion to death. For, I don't know, like months. For months, he kept on holding the Nemean lion's neck until the Nemean lion died. And finally, wow, this thing is very resistant. It nearly got away a couple of times, but anyway, Hercules is gonna do something really messy. He used the lion's own claws, and I said it's impierceable. Sorry, it's almost impierceable. Now, the only thing that could cut through the lion's hide is the lion's own claws. So Hercules used the claws to cut it, and then took the meat. Very resourceful person. And then he made a cloak out of the Neiman lion's hide. That's actually pretty smart because I told you, it's unpierceable and the only thing that can cut it is the claws. Hercules, destroyed the claws. Hercules threw him in a lake or something. But he kept, the hide and turned it into a cloak. So basically, he's invincible. The only thing that can make him die now is suffocating or lack of water or lack of food or whatever. Now Hercules got another great weapon, but he lost 2 on the way. Actually, he lost all his arrows, and then his sword broke. And now he went back to Tyrene's in triumph, where Eurystheus was terrified. He was planning to kill Hercules on his first quest. Ben Kai, actually. But Hercules survived. So now Eurystheus said, go kill this Hydra. Probably heard of it. It was in a bunch of Marvel. It was in dozens of Marvel movies, so probably heard of it, but and you may have heard about the legends about this. All of it is true. Hercules went to the Hydra, but he had help from Iolaus, his nephew, if you remember. Now, Iolaus helped him greatly. Now, at first, Iolaus gave him a chariot to drive, and he borrowed Iolaus' sword and chopped off the head of the Hydra. You know what happened? One head is immortal, but all the others, not. He chopped off the head and it hit the dirt. But as soon as it hit the dirt, you know that empty stump where the head used to be? 2 heads grew out of it. So Hercules was actually kind of scared, and then he started chopping off more heads. The only thing that did was, well, grow more heads. He kept chopping and chopping and chopping until he got smart. He got smart at it. Iolaus. Now, he had to save Iolaus. Because Hera, you know Hera, she's gonna cause trouble in this story. She's supposed to be the great queen of Olympus and justice and stuff, but no, she wants to kill Hercules more than anybody in the world. Now, so she sent a giant crab that was supposed to kill Iolaus, but Hercules jumped toward Iolaus and then stepped on the crab and destroyed it. So poop. Anyway, Hercules got a torch from Iolaus. He lit it, and then when he chopped off the next head, he burned the stump, and nothing grew. Luckily, so he kept chopping and throwing torch and chopping and throwing torch until nothing was left. There were no heads on the Hydra's body. The Hydra just died. And Hercules went and explained the whole thing to Eurystheus. And Eurystheus was like, you said your nephew helped you? Yeah, he burned this. He gave me the torch. Wrong answer. And Eurystheus was like, wrong answer. You can't have anybody help you on your quest, man, bub. So this doesn't count. He did it, but it doesn't count, which is unfair. So now he has 9. So now he still has 9 tasks left. And now, Eurystheus didn't do that because he thought the quest didn't count. He wanted Hercules to suffer. But this story is purposely like good to Eurystheus. Now the oracle said to Hercules, only Eurystheus can choose whether the quest is done or not. Then I guess Eurystheus is kind of stupid because he could just say every time because he could just say every time it doesn't count, it doesn't count, it doesn't count. But that would have been kind of annoying. Now Hercules had to go on his third quest anyway. He doesn't get a break. Never breaks. The Erymanthian boar. Now this one, you think it's kill, right? Bring it back alive. The Erymanthian boar, killing is just a normal boar. No invincible, no two heads growing. So Hercules thought he could kill it easy peasy. But Eurystheus said, bring this back alive. I mean, bring it back, I mean, a hero of your talent, killing it would be too easy. And Hercules was shocked at how horrible a cousin could be to another cousin. Anyway, he went down there. He didn't go with Iolaus this time, but he met a centaur called Pholus. Now, centaurs are man-horse hybrids. They look like, well, us from the waist up, from the waist down. It's kind of disgusting, but he's a horse. No, they don't have two heads. It's just like the horse body and human waist and head and arms and stuff. Now, Pholus the centaur was a nice one, actually. Most centaurs are horrible. Horrible. Like, they're barbaric and mean and stuff. And they would do anything for wine. So, Pholus they drank a toast. Pholus had apparently heard about Hercules and was a big fan. But some of his people, the other centaurs, barbaric, horrifying. There's a guy called Chiron, another centaur. He trained Hercules, and he trained a lot of other heroes actually, but we're not going to talk about that now. So those two are probably the only humane centaurs. Pholus the centaur helped him, but he got pricked on one of Hercules' poison arrows from the Hydra. The Hydra had snake heads, poisonous snake heads. So now, and he died. Pholus died. He's not immortal. Sad, but Pholus said, use the snow. Now, Erymantheus was, the place of Erymanthea, you know, it was full of mountains, rocky mountain ranges. And so, basically, there was a lot of snow on the mountains. And when he found the Erymanthian boar, Hercules understood. He dug a barricade of snow, and then, when the boar came at him, now, this is a peculiar thing. The barricade worked. He also made a sort of sinkhole that was covered with a thin layer of ice. So when the Erymanthian boar went, he got stuck. He got stuck in that sinkhole. And Hercules brought it back alive to the king. And the king was like, what the, how do you do it? Hercules didn't tell him about the centaur and was like, I had a plan. So, and Eurystheus couldn't do anything about that. He couldn't say Hercules' labors didn't count just because he used his surroundings well. Thanks, guys. I'll tell you about the rest in about 3 more episodes. Don't forget to subscribe.